I always like to think of a music making as a more, you know, as a continuum where there are no clear lines, where the East stops and the West begins, and or where classical stops and the non-classical begins. There is good music and bad music. I'm sure you heard this. For me, the only thing that matters really is that the music that I do, well, of course, that it has something to say. And the fact that the connection between what I wanted to say and how it comes out can be the shortest possible, you know? So whatever you have in your mind, you have the skills and the tools to say it in the most honest way possible. I think there's something wrong with the education where we teach players like that's the only way you can play a Mozart sonata. And if we go back in time and you think of Mozart as an example, Mozart, yes, we know him now as a composer. He was a conductor. He played multiple instruments, but many people leave out the fact that he was an incredible improviser. And I think improvisation, the art of improvisation, and how that manifests in different genres of music, is what attracts so many people today, including people who are only trained as classical players. I mean, every time I have a piece of mine that I've been touring. Well, I toured the world with that piece. It's called Suite for Improvisor and Orchestra, where the orchestra parts are set, but the soloist is improvising. When I encourage some of the orchestra members to interact, they're always super excited to be doing something out of the box. And I always try to argue, like, even the music that is written in front of you, it has so much freedom built in for you to decide on the spot, you know? And it doesn't have to sound always like how, you know, like a Mozart symphony doesn't have to sound the same over centuries. It can evolve, it can change. And if Mozart has been alive right now, he would have totally improvised his own concertos on the spot, I think. It feels like in jazz, the idea of risk-taking is more at the heart of what you do. You know, you go to a concert and you can tell there's somebody who's trying to push his or her own boundaries. Like, it's no longer about just, you know, reciting the licks, you know. And you can tell as an audience member, you can tell, like, this is super exciting. And you notice that less so in other genres of music, I feel.